Yes, good morning, class. Today we are going to start new chapter, chapter number 11, dealing with emergencies. Dealing with emergency. So please open your book, page number 128, chapter 11, dealing with emergency. So student, on your front page, you are having some of the objects. So you have to circle these objects which you will use in your first aid box. First aid box. Okay. A tennis ball, some of medicines are there, seizure, pencil, and some gloves are there. So out of these things, you have to circle only the things which you will use in your first aid box. Means your emergency toolkit. There should be bandage, there should be antiseptic cream, thermometer should be there, some of the medicine should be there. You have to circle these articles which you will use in your first aid box. Let's start. Page number 129. Accident can take place anywhere and at any times. So we might have to face different type of accident at home, at playground, or on the road. Okay. So they usually occur when we least expected them. Okay. So generally accident happens when we are not expecting any type of injury or any type of accident. They can suddenly happen, and it can happen anywhere, at home, at playgrounds, on the road, anywhere, at any time. So they usually occur when we least expected them. Therefore, it is wise to know how to deal with these emergencies. So student, in this chapter we will deal how to, we will learn, we will not deal, we will learn how to deal with emergencies. If any emergencies happen, what you should do. So first of all, you are having some of the numbers in a box given on top right hand side corner. Do you know some emergency number are there? Police 100, you can dial. For fire brigade, if there is any fire emergency, so 101 for fire brigade. So they will help you in case of any fire. For ambulance, you can dial 102. For any medical emergency, medical assistance, we can dial 102. Okay. Some of the other helpline numbers are also there, because these are the number for whole country, but some local area emergency number are also there. Like in last 4 or 5 months back, our Haryana government is also issue a number, dial 112. This is also a emergency number. Okay. So during an emergency, stay calm and use common sense. So we should not create any panic or any noise during any emergency. So we stay calm and use our common sense. What we can do in emergency situation. So we should focus on that, but we should not create any noise or any panic. Call adult immediately for help. If there is any elder person or any adult person nearby you, so you should call an adult person, the elder member of your family, for immediate help. Give first aid if possible. If you are having a first aid box at your home, which is having some antiseptic cream, some antiseptic lotion, or bandages are there. So you can use that first aid box if it is possible. Call a doctor or an ambulance if necessary. If the condition is not good, so call a doctor or an ambulance. First aid. So what is first aid? The first aid is the immediate help given to an injured person before doctor arrives. Before doctor start their treatment, the initial treatment which we give at home to an injured person is first aid. That is first aid. So let us learn about the different way of giving first aid in case of various accident. First aid for burn. If any burn due to fire, electricity, steam, crackers, hot liquid, so what should we do? Burn can be caused by heat. Our skin can burn due to heat, flame, fire, electricity, steam, crackers. During Diwali's days, you play with crackers, and crackers can also cause burn on our skin or by chemical like acids. If accidentally you touch some of chemicals, they can give a skin burn. So what to do if this emergency happen? What to do? Wash the burnt area under cold running water. So first thing you can do, wash the burn area under cold running water. Gently clean the injured area and apply ointment or spray for relief from burning sensation. During skin burn, we are having a burning sensation. So much pain will be there. So gently clean that area with clean water. If ointment is a cream or which is used for the area burn burnt by heat, flame, electricity, or anything. So that cream is known as ointment. It is a solution, or it can be a spray. Do not put ice, cream, lotion, or oil on burnt area. Okay, do not use immediately. First, you have to clean, then dry that area, and apply ointment. Ointment is a medicine which is used for burn in case of a burned skin. Burn from chemicals. So what should we do if burn is from chemicals? What to do? Wash the burnt area thoroughly with water. Do not cover it with anything. Let it open. Okay. Do not cover that burnt area, any piece of a cloth or any bandage. Just let it open. Do not cover it. Give the victim plenty of water to drink. If burn is for chemical, so we should drink more and more water. Blisters should not be punctured. What is blisters? What is the meaning of blister? Blister is a swelling on skin filled with white liquid. Okay. In many cases, during burn, there is some swelling on the skin, and under that swelled skin, there is a white liquid. So do not puncture that. Okay. Blister should not be punctured. If the burn is severe, call a doctor. If condition is not good in case of burn, then we should consult with doctor. Next is first aid for cut and wounds. If there is any type of cut on your skin, accidentally. So what to do? First aid for cut and wounds. Cuts and wounds provide the easiest route through which germs can enter the body. Some bacteria can enter, germs can enter through the wounds inside our body. So these should be treated carefully and hygienically. We must clean that area if there is a cut or wound on our skin, because through that cut or wounds, different kind of germs, different kind of bacteria can easily enter inside our body. They can mix into our blood and cause many disease. So we must treat that carefully and hygienically. Hygienic means neat and clean. So what to do? Wash your hand with soap and water before giving first aid to an injured person. So first of all, we have to wash our hand with soap, clean the wound with water and an antiseptic like Dettol or Savlon. So we must clean that cut or wounded area with water. If we are having antiseptic solution like Dettol and Savlon, most of the houses nowadays are having Dettol. You also know about that. What is Dettol and Savlon? So apply an antibiotic ointment and then cover it with a bandage using tourniquet. In case of severe bleeding, if bleeding, if so much bleeding is there, you can cover that area with bandage or tourniquet. That is also a piece of cloth. That is a piece of cloth tied tightly to stop bleeding. Doctor use that tourniquet to stop bleeding. It is a piece of cloth. So we can also use ice or slight amount of iodine to stop bleeding from a deep cut. If the wound is deep, take the patient to a doctor as soon as possible. It may require stitching. Bleeding is not stopped by covering that area with a piece of cloth. Then we must consult to the doctor, and doctor will give some stitches that to that area, and after stitching the bleeding will stop. If a wound or cut is caused by a rusty metallic object, a disease called tetanus might occur. If there is a wound or cut by a metallic, like by a piece of iron or a piece of a metal, and it is having rust, that can spread tetanus. Tetanus is disease. So consult a doctor for an anti-tetanus injection. The doctor will give a injection, anti-tetanus injection. Okay, so these are the things which we can do in case of cut and wounds. Next type of emergency we usually see during summer: nose bleeding. Nose bleeding, that is common. Many students during the school days, they are having this kind of difficulties or this kind of emergency, bleeding through the nose bleeding. So what we can do? First aid for nose bleeding. Nose bleeding are common in hot and dry days. Hot and dry days means during summer, like May, June, July, during that season. This happens when tubes carrying blood inside the nose burst. So we are having very fine tubes. Tube means the passage through which blood is flowing. They suddenly burst, and the bleeding is start from the nose, means nose bleeding will start. So what to do? Ask a person to sit straight with the head tilted back. So first of all, you put your head in backward direction. Second, ask the persons to breathe through his mouth and not to blow his nose. Not to blow his nose. When you blow your nose, the more bleeding will be there. Put an ice pack or a wet cloth on the nose. Or you can clean your nose with running water, clean water. And after that, put a wet cloth or ice piece near your nose. And that is the first treatment you can take. If the problem is not solved or the situation is not good, in case of a heavy bleeding, call a doctor or you can consult with doctor. But in most of the cases, the first treatment is advisable. But if condition is not good, bleeding is not stopped, then you must consult with your doctor. First aid for electric shock. What you can do in case of electric shock? Injuries may be caused when an electric current passes through the body. When accidentally we touch electrical wires, we get electric shock. What to do? The first step is to switch off source of current or move the person or victim using wooden stick. First of all, you have to switch off the source of current from where current is coming. You must have to switch off that source of electricity. And do not touch the person directly. Take a wooden stick, and with the help of wooden stick, you can remove the person from the source of current. Attend to the victim and check for breathing. First of all, check his breathing. If the person is not breathing, call for emergency medical aid like ambulance, doctor. So that are the first step you can do in case of electric shock. So do you know you have 3 times more likely to have an accident in your home rather than outdoor? So we are having 3 times more possibility to get an accident at our home while playing, while jumping. Okay. So these kind of situation can create accident at home also. So chances are 3 times more at home than outdoor. Okay. So students, some word meaning are there. You have to learn these word meaning. So what is antiseptic? Prevent infection by stopping the growth of germs. Antiseptic lotion can be there, antiseptic cream can be there. Antibiotic. Antibiotic are the substance that kills or stop growth of bacteria. For the treatment of bacteria, to stop the growth of bacteria, doctor give antibiotic. And to stop growth of germs on cut and wounds, doctor give antiseptic lotion. Tornate, a piece of cloth tied tightly to stop bleeding. To stop bleeding, doctors use a clothes, special piece of clothes. So you have to learn these word meaning also. So student, you have to read these pages. If any difficulty is there, you may ask your question one by one. Yes, Diksha ma'am. Diksha ma'am. Yes, student. If any student wants to ask any question, he or she can raise their hands. Yes, Diksha ma'am. Pradeep sir, allow the student so that they can ask their questions. Yes, Diksha ma'am, Pradeep sir.